Lincoln Ave. They're on the main street.
Okay.
And there's also like a lot of like wineries even might love that. But I know for sure tea.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm not going to
You're viewing the classroom area of the Art House Gallery. My name is Sherry Harris and I'm one of the artist members. And tonight is the night for our third Friday Gala event that we have every month. And again, it's on the third Friday of every month. And we have new art each time we have our gala. We change our displays the weekend before. And so it's a chance for people to come and see the latest art. We have between 25 and 30 members at any one time. And like I said, we're in the classroom, so the classroom has a kiln, and we have students coming in who do hand-built clay work. A lot of them are beginning students, some of them are children, some of them are adults. And this has been going on for quite a while now, and a lot of the students just keep coming back. They enjoy it so much. Well, you're looking at some of the food that we bring in. Each artist brings in some food. They do it at other galleries, and this is what we do here. So we all bring in whatever, and so we never know what we're going to have, but there's always usually plenty of food for everybody, and it's always fun to snack while we're walking around looking at the art. And over here, we have a sign in the classroom, because this is our classroom where we have our reception food, but normally it is used for classes. And we have our list of what we're offering right now as far as classes: gourd art, pottery, painting, yard art for children, pastel painting, basket making, jewelry making, ceramics, and still life drawing. And we also offer music lessons. There's different musicians who offer different types of music lessons: guitar, fiddle, violin, harp, flute, and at times we have piano lessons. Right now our piano teacher just moved up to Chico to go back to college, so we are looking for another piano teacher, but we do have a piano here, and so we would like to offer that also. Country like
safer, I guess.
Less traffic. Perhaps there's less concrete. It's so developed. You can see a tree sometimes.
I wish we could stop for sidewalks. It's very country here.
Sidewalks, I
Yeah.
At least there's not as much traffic.
Yeah, he's supposed to be here tomorrow. Find out. I used to get disrupted when I was young. I am legally blind now, so I can't hardly see
Always something you can do. I tell myself that at least. Because I've heard stories where they say, oh, I used to be baskets, or I used to be arthritis, or
Yeah, that's the only thing I suffer from is arthritis.
But I said if I gotta use out hands, I'm gonna stick a toothbrush in my mouth. Something. Something. I have to do something. Because it is very therapeutic. And I taught basket classes at the Braille Institute in Los Angeles for a while. And it's amazing what clothespins can do to help. You use clothespins to pull all your things in place and you can feel. But it just depends on whether it's something you want to do. If it's something you really enjoy.
Oh, that's right, okay.
Oh yeah, I'll be the archer.
Exactly.
We would do a bunch for Easter also. We'd blow out the eggs and then pour, oh, I like those. Yeah, I like this too. Frost on the leaves. I love this one. Beautiful. I know.
That's the only thing I have, you know, that's the only painful thing I have.
Hi, I'm Tam Wage. I'm a member of the Art House Gallery in Clearlake. Behind me are a couple of paintings that I do with acrylics. I also do woodworking with wood burning and painting of articles. I specialize in doing children's doll furniture and table and chairs, and also do some mosaics. Thank you.
My name's Bill Corlin. I started in about 2000, went to college at Merritt in Oakland, and started basically from ground zero, and was doing a lot of acrylic and watercolors and pastels, and then a watercolor teacher taught me this process, and so it's a mixed media using natural plant life, and I always was looking for something to come off the canvas with, and that gave me the opportunity, and I can't seem to get away from it, and I enjoy it, and until I don't enjoy it, I think I'll keep doing it. So, but everything is natural plant life with a lot of different paints, and That's about all I can think of.
And do you collect it yourself, or you go out in the ground and pick up
I
twigs and leaves? Or?
You know, when I see weeds that I really like, I grab them. If I see branches I really like, it all varies. There's never, you know, it seems stupid to look around at weeds, but I find myself looking for weeds all the time. And I found that Napa and Lake County have some of the best weeds around. So, and then not so much this artwork, but a lot of my other artwork is related to the grape industry and the turning of the colors of the grapes and stuff, and I've incorporated that into this technique also, and so I'm enjoying it. I have fun with it, and it's just gonna keep on going until it can't go no more.
And can we see your art anyplace else?
I have some artwork over at the Corner Gallery in Ukiah. I think I have one piece over in the Saw Shop in Kelseyville. That's about it right now, and in my house.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Figueroa, and I created these wood burnings. I wood burn clocks. Well, I wood burn anything that anyone wants to imagine. I could put it on wood in different plaques and things. I did a horoscope design with just the symbols because I thought they were kind of unique. And then I do different pictures. I have clients that call me up and say, oh, I like turtles, and they want me to make something out of a turtle. So I had this wood burning tool that gets to like 2,000 degrees, and I sit in there like little pins, and I draw different pictures, and these ones came out of my imaginations. I just kind of drew them just for fun. But the horoscopes are nice because people can order them, and people are really into astrology. So I thought that would be kind of fun to do.
And do you make any other type of art too?
I do homemade candles, and around the gallery here today we have a lot of different displays. Here's some that right here, for instance. They're all different essential oils, and the colors are just fabulous, and they're just so vibrant on some of them. I like the yellow ones. They look really good in the sunlight. And I do and I have a greeting candle that we do, and what it is, it's a greeting candle that you can send to your friends, and we send it to your friends, and it comes in a little scroll embedded into the candle. And so it takes about 2 hours for them to burn it, and you'll see it peeping out of the candle. So someone will email me and say, oh, I want to send a message to my friends. So that I type it up and I put it on a little scroll, and they pick the color, the scent, and whatever else they want. And then I put it in the candle, and then don't tell your friends what it is, because it's a surprise. So they burn it, and they're looking at it, and they're going, oh my God, what is in this candle? That is really weird. Of course, they're going to dig it out, and it's foil wrapped, and they unfoil it, and then they unscroll it, and they get to see your personalized message, and they'll be on the phone in a hotcake saying, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. How'd you do that? And then, of course, I'll get a call and say, oh, I want another one. So that's kind of a fun thing that I do also.
And where can people find those? Other than here at the art gallery.
Art House Gallery. I'm located here for now, and they can always contact me. My name is Stephanie, and I do have some candles displayed on Facebook.com, Steffi Dale's Creations, and it's creations because I do a lot of different things. So right now I have candles up there, but yet I have to put my wood burnings up there, and then I make bookcases, and I make all these other different things that people say, hey Steph, can you make this? Can you do this? And I go, yes, I can.
And do you ever sell at the local art crafts fairs
Well,
or
I'm
the
kind
festivals?
of new in the area here, so I'm kind of learning about all the different outlets. So it's been a fun past few months because I'm finally doing that network thing.
Thank you.
Mary McGregor, and I called it Visitor in the Pond because it wouldn't sound too good calling it Predator in the Pond, because we know what he's doing there. And you can see on his face, he has this little snarky smile on his face. and he's just looking at them, and they're over there huddled together, like making plans of what to
kind
do.
of dark now.
Yeah, I know. All might get
Before
dark.
that, I just thought.
Yeah, it's just like this one here. We have a beautiful flower, but what's down the hall here? You know, like we're just wondering what's down that hallway, and that's the secret of that one there. And it's I wrote something here. Only through our heart can we see the beauty, dream, love, and this word up here is love.
What is he doing?
It's a Chinese
Engineer. He's
character,
working out of
and that's a bird of paradise.
working out of Richmond right now.
Our rose is getting hugged by the cattle
Still
lilies.
UP, right?
Okay, I'm
And
going over to the.
it's like a cuddle, like you're so warm,
He's married now. Got a.
and it's emotional, very emotional
Wow. Cool.
painting
You
for
still on
me.
the,
Yeah.
because I was trying to present that feeling of when you're all cuddled in the bed or something, you're just so cozy. And
yeah.
this is what this painting means to me, the colors
Yeah, when I retired,
and
I moved.
everything.
And,
I'm not good at this.
we're in Highlands Harbor. I'm on the water.
And don't ask me about this one because I can't remember it.
I love it. It's beautiful.
We need more.
You see through the little porthole
But
out to the distance of the
I
forest.
can't remember if I
And those
saw
are orchids.
this year something came close to.
I love painting with oil because of the way you can mix your colors, the backgrounds. These pictures over here. This one here sort of when I look up at it, I have to look up at it. So for some reason, it wants to bring tears to my eyes. I don't know if it's because it's so, the way the waves of the color move back and forth. But this one here is called Sunset, and the sun's setting in the countryside. But yet we have this little door that we don't know what's beyond. And this one is sunrise in the morning. You see the sun shining on the pond. And
He said it was 150 or
And
200 yards from his.
anyway, I just love them. They got a lot of filling in them. And I put some little sayings on them. This one said, begin each day with a grateful heart. I didn't make that saying, somebody else did, but I put that on there. And on this one here, on the sunset, I put, when you plant a seed of love,
Yeah.
it is you
This is my
that
stuff.
blossoms. And this is by an artist here, Jorio or something, I can't read it,
Oh, really? How are you?
but I will take you into the other room and show you my other paintings. And this is one of my first real watercolors, because I just was testing myself to see how good I could work with watercolors, which I never have before. And she's looking out the window. We can see the lightning coming down. It's really cold. She's dressed in her robe. And this little bird flies in, and he's clinging to the curtains. And there's a little crystal up there. And that's the whole thing with that one. It's the storm. This one here was an abstract I tried to do. And well, I did. It didn't turn into abstract. But as I was working on it, smudging the paint around, I made this rock here. And when I look at the rock, he turned into a monk to me. So I kind of shadowed it in right about here and added a little stick, so it's like he's fishing and he's leaning on his arm. And this is the thing. So anyway, the rock turned into a monk, and then over here the paint seemed like it was a waterfall, so I made a waterfall coming down, and it's supposed to be a very serene scene, and I call it Splendor, and it's a mixture of oils and acrylic. And this is one of my first, not my first attempts, but I've tried to do abstract, and it always turns into something else. I just can't succeed with abstract fully like I want to. I've seen abstract artists really work on them, and they seem to do it freely, but it's not as easy as it seems to do. So, to me, that's one of the things I strive to do is abstract, and I can't do it.
Oh, but what you're doing is beautiful.
But people think that is so simple, and it's not to
Oh, it's
do
not simple.
abstract.
The further back you go, the more depth and detail you
Uh-huh.
can see.
So, anyway, I just kind of let myself a little free when I was doing this. And it turned into a pond coming down this way, water coming down all the way in the muck and everything. And it takes me a while to paint because I leave it there and walk away and come back and see something else I have to do. Then I come back and I have to look at it and leave it there and keep coming back to correct it because it's not exactly what I want, or I see something new that I could change or whatever. But I guess I put myself into the thing. And the color, I use a lot of color when I paint, and even the little soft black on black canvas abstract I did, it still turned into a colorful painting. I had to add the pink, I had to add that pink up there and the blue down here and that little bright smudge blue. And that's me. I'm a colorful person. So, anyway, I do basketry, and I have some in the front if you want to see them. If you look in it, there's a rock that I happen to find in there.
It's so flawed.
What are the rocks again?
That's yin and yang. When I was making this, I just happened to run across these two rocks, and I thought they look like yin and yang. So that's what I'm going to call my piece, yin and yang. And that's what I called it. So I don't know if anybody looks in to see it. And the inside is a glow. The sun rising and all the colors of the sky coming up. It's done with what you call looping. It's a series of loops that you go. And this is all dyed raffia. And this is willow. That's all willow that's been cut and weaved together. So it's called the beginning of day just because of that. And I dyed each piece of raffia and put it on. And I have a couple more pieces. I don't know how long you want to go with this. And so that's me, Mary McGregor, called Nurtured. And if you look at it, this represents a nest. And this is handmade paper that I made. And I did a cutout of a bird flying out. This kind of represents the female womb, and they're coming out of the womb here, and so it's called Nurtured.
Which is a big thing, because one day you may want to get a job at
This one here is, nobody pays attention to it though, my poor little baby. This is an abstract basket, and this is hog sausage casings, things they put the sausage, make sausage out of. And I just did a random black bamboo with the casings around, which have been dyed. And in each little package here, I put little natural things in them. So you see, little natural. I made boxes. And it's just an abstract basket, black bamboo and sausage casings. And I think that's all I have.
Hello, my name is Teresa Holloway, and I've been an artist. Let's see, I started painting oils in 1995, and I just do it just for relaxation.
And so why don't you show us some of your art?
Okay, and this is my watercolor.
And what does it depict? Is it a specific location or?
I don't know, I just, maybe Santa Cruz somewhere. It's wherever you want it to be. The eggs in the pot is acrylic. And then the willow trees, that's pastel painting. And then the waterfall over here is mixed media, it's oil and acrylic.
And this one's called The Cave?
Yeah, the cave, and it's oil and it's done with a palette knife. And then this one is oil.
All the stuff that has been put on there before.
Teapot and eggs is still life. And what is that made out of?
This is a saw blade. And it's acrylic.
That's a covered
Saw blade. I also make clocks too.
covered bridge.
Covered bridge, yes.
You make clocks.
I'll be making clocks too. On the saw blades.
Thank you.
That's my bird of paradise. And that is acrylic.
And so, is there any other place that people can see your art?
Trying to think. Where is it? Oh, on Facebook.
Okay. And your name again is?
Teresa Holloway.
Okay, so people can look for you on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, they want to study
What's your name?
Madison.
And what is it you like here?
I like these tiles because I like how the person made a story that starts from the beginning. We began in water. From beautiful, rich earth we sprang. These were dangerous times. Of course, we had our eccentrics too. And it went down here. Some of us married badly. And this is like a frog story, so some of them married a frog for that. Others did well and were respected in the community. But there was scandals. And then things got weird. Started to have a couch, and the last one, finally we had to move. Yeah, I really liked it because it was just really cool. I like frogs. I got one froggy myself. Oh, Kermit the Frog. Yeah, that's Kermit. He's cool.
And you like this over here too?
Yeah, I like how she's sad, yes, but I like how the person drew it in the dress and it looks very hard.
Pretty colors too.
And this chair is beautiful too. Nice. The chair.
It is.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
What is Channel 8 going on?
Fortunate for that art house gallery that you're filming.
Like
This
some
is
of them.
great.
That's what happens when your original gift.
Well, I've got some that are so intricate.
Just happens to be next door to an art gallery.
I thought it was going to be the opposite, that everybody was going to go over there. And this lady that paints these ones here, Doreen, does this and these. You wouldn't think about it. I mean, but this,
Spray it off.
she, every single day when she's caring for the gallery, she is dressed up so flamboyant. I mean, she wears hats, beautiful clothes, makeup with sparklies on her face, and everything. And she was asking me about her art. And I was just telling her about the background. I wasn't looking at her art. I was just telling her, you have to put it on something that accepts this kind of paint, because otherwise it wobbles and it doesn't look good and it cheapens the paint. And she goes, yeah, but what about the paint? I said, you know what? Don't worry about the painting, because that's you. That's the way you dress, and that's what you paint. She paints what she dresses. You know, she just, have you ever met Doreen? She's not here tonight. But if you come in the gallery, and when she's sitting in the dressed so dressed up with high heels and the works. And she even has sparklers on her face and everything. And that's what she's painting, you know. So I told her, don't worry about it. I was just talking about how you present it in the background. Oh, you know. There you go. Yeah. So if you ever see her, you're going to know who she is, because these are her paintings show. That's hers too over there. And it reminds me of your painting, your work.
Yeah, it sort of does. I see that.
Yeah, it's kind of like what you
Without
do.
color.
Yeah, except for you always have a person in there. And a lot of times that person is nude when you put them in there. Yeah. So this
That's
is
my new-
Mary,
my
and
new
she kind
era.
of draws.
And here's some of Sherry Harris's jewelry. And tell us what the orange ones are made out of.
Those are made from Dracaena Draco leaves. They're related to the yucca and the Dracaena family. And the orange part is actually part of a long, long leaf that's pointed, long and pointed. And the orange part, when the leaf part is green, that white part is the green part that dries out. When it's green, the orange is a deep red when it's on the trunk of the tree. It's actually attached to the trunk of the tree, and as the leaf dries, it falls off the tree. If you've ever seen yucca plants, you know, the lower ones die first, and then the new shoots are at the top. So all of these things are from things I've either found on the beach or in nature, like I've got pine cone earrings from pine cones, little stones from beaches, bottled glass that's been worn by the ocean. And the jewelry up there is from acorn caps from oak trees that grow around here in Lake County. Wherever I live, I usually collect what is available in the area. And the jewelry up above, the metal jewelry, the copper, silver jewelry, my son makes. And of course he bends the wire and hammers it into these interesting shapes. And this jewelry down here on the black little forms and in the boxes is made by Sandy Stillwell. And she has Native American in her background, and so that is her direction when she makes a lot of her jewelry. Is some of it is like Native American art. And so she collects beads, and she does do some female clay jewelry down there. Those little faces and the hanging pendants were made out of female clay, or polymer clay as some people call it. And she teaches classes here. I might be teaching nature jewelry classes in the future. People ask me about that.
How can people find out about when the classes would be held?
Well, they can call the gallery, or we also have a website, thearthousegallery.net.
Bye.